مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على.
Today we will introduce to all of us Canada Bangladesh Education Trust. This is a newly established charity organization to promote education in Bangladesh, especially those who are disadvantaged. Today we are 3 persons from the Canada Bangladesh Education Trust. Myself, Dr. Imdad, I am the president of Canada Bangladesh Education Trust. We have brother Fakhrujaman, he is the Secretary General of CBET, and Sharika, she is the Assistant Secretary. So we are here to seek your help so that we can help the disadvantaged Bangladeshis. So brother Jaman, can you explain why CBET is focusing on education?
Education is the primary source of tool, I should say, to improve the life of an individual person. If a person who gets educated, he can have a good job, good life. He can also, instead of becoming a burden to the country or the society, he can be an asset to the country. He will not only help himself, he will help his country, he will be a good taxpayer, he can help to set up a good infrastructure, good healthcare system, good Medicare system. He can help in many ways.
All right. So in other words, you are saying you are focusing on education so that he can not only help himself, he can help the society.
Exactly.
So Sharika, my question to you will be that there is primary education, secondary education, post-secondary education. Why CBET is focusing on the post-secondary education in Bangladesh?
One of CBET's focus is to reduce school dropout rates. And in Bangladesh, education is free up until high school. So what we strive to do is reduce dropout rates, and one of the reasons for dropping out is that students can't afford education. So we're focused on providing financial support to students so they can continue higher level education.
Okay. Thank you. So what you are saying that because in Bangladesh, school education is free, so you are concentrating on the higher education, college and university education. Right. So now my next question will be, how you are selecting the scholarship committee, brother Fakhrujaman?
Scholarship committee consists of vice principal, principal, and 2 teachers and a local CBET representative. Okay, so that's how a fair decision can be made.
Yeah. All right. So Sharika, my question will be to you that this scholarship, when you are selecting and giving them, you also hold a award ceremony, which is unique in many sense. Why do you hold an award ceremony for the scholarship holders?
These awards ceremonies are a great way to celebrate the students who've won the awards, and it allows us to further motivate to continue and complete their education. And it's also a way for CBET to show our pride and dedication in investing in their futures. It's a great way of publicity for the college and other colleges surrounding it. And also it's a great way to be accountable to our donors and show what we are doing with their generous donations and what the results are.
Right. So you are suggesting that we have 2 focus. First, to publicize so that other people know there is a way to get a scholarship, and also a message to our donors so that they know we are really giving a scholarship openly and publicly. So I have another question for Jaman, for you. How do you select the colleges or technical education? What is the process you follow?
We have list of directories of schools, secondary schools and technical institutes in Bangladesh. And our scholarship team, especially the director of scholarship team, he contacts directly to the school, and the school principal applies with the list of students, and then it comes to our team, and we make the decision. That's the process.
So coming back, Sharika, so we understand you are selecting the scholarship committee and also selecting the colleges, but now how you finally hand over the scholarship to the students so that from your Dhaka office it goes to the individual colleges or education institutions?
We have a Dhaka affiliate, Dhaka CBET, so we also have members there who take care of distributing the scholarships to the schools. And like I mentioned before, they do have award ceremonies, and that's when they distribute.
So you
the
are sending this
scholarships.
money directly to the college, so they give to the students. Now, my question will be that as you are helping the students, so how if the people want to donate to the CBET to give a scholarship, how they can do?
Everyone can donate online at our website, www.cbet.ca. And there is a system where you can pay via MasterCard or Visa via PayPal. And also there's a way to send a check at our location in Ottawa. It's at 365 Stoneway Drive, Nepean, Ontario, K2G 6G8. And along with a tax receipt, we also issue a thank you letter to each donor who
All
donates.
right, thank you. So, Jaman, can you suggest about the tax receipt? How do you hand your tax receipt, and what is the process you follow?
We do have our own tax software. So as soon as we receive the donation, right away we enter the donation amount to our tax software database. And at the end of the year, we will be issuing tax receipts via email to our donors.
All right. So coming back to this one, I know people can donate their own money, but as a Muslim, or even we take the mainstream Canadian, what about this Ramadan is coming, Zakat, Sadaqah? Do you accept Zakat, Sadaqah, Sharika?
Of course, we definitely accept that as Zakat, and like I said, we issue tax receipts, so all that is taken care of.
Yeah. So, Jaman, how much if the people want to sponsor one scholarship, how much money they need to donate to you?
It's just $140 to sponsor one student, and it's a great way to change the life of a person and get rewards.
So how much it makes in Bangladeshi currency?
It's
so
about
that-
$140 equivalent to about 10,000 taka in Bangladesh.
Yeah. So Sharika, how much people can do with this 10,000 taka or $140?
It pays for 1 year of tuition for their higher education, and they're also eligible to apply again for more for
okay.
next year's.
All right. So you said that they can donate online. So Jaman, do you have anything fundraising dinner where they can come, see each other, and socialize?
Yes. We do have a fundraising dinner scheduled for October 19th, which will be held at 750 Ridgewood Drive. And everyone is welcome to join. You can buy the tickets online. All the information about the fundraising dinner is on our website, www.cbet.ca. Also, everybody can buy. I'm requesting our viewers, you can buy our tickets via our member of the board of directors.
All right.
Also.
So Sharika, how much people have to pay to get this fundraising dinner tickets?
It's very reasonable. Adults $30 and students and children $20.
So I was thinking that in your mandate you have to do for Bangladesh as well as in Canada graduating students. What are you doing for the students who are graduating from Ottawa Gatineau?
Our mandate includes not only helping those in Bangladesh, but also students in the Ottawa-Gatineau area. And this year for our fundraising dinner, we've decided to invite all exceptionally bright graduates in the high school area to come, and we will recognize their achievements and give them awards and certificates.
So in other words, you are also working while helping the students in Bangladesh, you are working to help the students in the Ottawa Gatineau and giving them some of the awards.
Right.
So I have a question. How do you reach your donors or well-wishers, Jaman? What the mechanism you have, weekly, monthly, etc.?
We reach our donors via our mailing list. We have a large mailing list, and we send emails. Our donors donate via online, again going to our website www.cbet.ca, also via fundraising. Also we have monthly gathering. Our donors also donate during our monthly gathering.
All right. So can you touch base little bit, Sharika, how you holding the monthly gathering, how it works, where you hold it?
We hold it, we have a large number of members in our
Ottawa
community.
Gatineau area,
Yeah, and so every month on Fridays we gather in one of the houses of the members, and it's kind of like a potluck. Each of us brings snacks. It's a great way to socialize, learn about our religion as well, and also discuss how we can further donate and raise funds to send to scholarships.
So, what you are saying, you are giving an opportunity to socialize and also to discuss about the education, helping the student in Bangladesh. So, do you also have some form of collection of the money, regular or monthly, Jaman?
Yes, we do have monthly regular donations. We have our newsletters going out once in a week, every week, and yes, we get donation from our donors via online following the newsletters, because there is a pledge all the time being made to donate and sponsor a student, and also we have a process to collect a donation via our donation box. Every month during the gathering, we have a donation box collection, and each and every members of the team, like during the gathering, they put different amounts based upon their capacity.
Okay, so you're saying that you have online donation as well as you have a newsletter and as well as you have a donation box.
That's right.
So Sharika, do you have some fixed monthly, like people can donate $10, $20, $30, so that you take them automatically from their bank? Are you thinking of similar process?
Yes, just to encourage consistent and regular donors, we have encouraged our members to donate $5, $10, any amount that they can every month when they come to our meetings.
So coming back to this monthly holy month of Ramadan, where usually Muslims and also others donate a lot of money. So what will be your message to our viewers and donors for the month of Ramadan?
My message to our respectable donors and viewers will be that Ramadan is a month of giving, it's a month of charity. And I will request each and everyone to donate, at least sponsor one student. Definitely you are more than welcome to sponsor more than one student, but at least sponsor one student, change the life of a person by giving, and this will reward you here and thereafter.
All right. So Sharika, what is your message for our viewers?
Most of us in Canada are very privileged and have many avenues to help us financially support our higher education, whereas a lot of students in Bangladesh don't have that. Many are struggling just to come out of poverty. So I think it's very important for us to help when we can, since we are able to. Like we mentioned, the month of Ramadan is just around the corner. It's a great time to be even more generous, and even if you can't donate $140, which is the price of one scholarship, any amount helps. So any donation is welcome.
All right. So what our viewers, what we want to say, that we want to thank Rogers giving us the opportunity to help the disadvantaged Bangladeshis in their higher education. We are here all volunteers in this CBET. We spare our time, so we request all of the viewers, because you are already generous, and then also think of donating to Bangladesh, and it is very simple. You can go www.cbet.ca and you can donate PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, $10, $20, $100. As you heard, both of our Secretary Jaman and our Assistant Secretary Sharika, that you will be getting a thank you letter, and also you will be getting a tax receipt. So your opportunity to get a pleasure by changing a life by donating education, and also getting Canadian government tax receipt, and also changing the life by donating to education. Thank you very much.
Thank you.